So are you looking for some ideas for fall for tablescapes? Boy, do I have a lot to show you. Today's video, I'm going to do 4 tablescapes. This is part 1. It's all going to be in the very muted warm tones we've been talking about, and I can't wait to show you. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. In case you're wondering, I'll be 70 this year, and I say it because if I can do it, you can do it too. I have confidence in you. And I want to thank all my subscribers. I appreciate every one of you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss any of my lifestyle decorating DIY and shopping haul videos, and especially the upcoming ones for fall, Halloween, and Christmas. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment and let me know what type of videos you'd like to see me do in 2022. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to show you my tablescapes. Remember, this is all soft pastels. My next series is going to be black and white buffalo check, black and white toile with sunflowers and all of that. But this is those muted tones we've been talking about that is such a trend this year for fall 2021. So I'm going to show you 4. So the first one is those beautiful soft pastel. I found some pumpkin plates, and it's all in the soft blues and soft coppers and all of that. The second one is basically eucalyptus with some kind of brown textured, some pine cones, real rustic. And the third one, I found this adorable mustard and white gingham check, and I did a tablecloth, and it's kind of got some pale oranges in it, and my little foxes from Dollar Tree. Don't want to miss that. And my fourth one is all about country French. I have a cute little pig on the table, and I have blue tones this time with soft browns and beiges. All right, you guys, are you ready? Buckle up. I hope you love this. I hope you get inspired, and maybe one of these ideas will spring a whole party, or at least a tablescape for you, or a dinner party. So I hope you love it. I hope you get inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to my first tablescape for fall in my September series. My inspiration was this pumpkin plate from Hobby Lobby, and you can see it has all these different colors. It's got some blue, some camel, some sagey green in it, and I kind of wanted that to be kind of my starting point. My second starting point, again, were these picks, and I've showed you many times before how this is kind of the trending colors, these washed out, faded terracottas, sage greens, those dusty blues, and then the darker berries. I used, from going from the plate here, those picks as kind of my inspiration to pull the colors from the plates onto my centerpiece. And you can see here on either side, I have a pick going this way, a pick going this way of all those colors. And then in the center here, I actually took one of the picks apart. Sometimes if you have picks lined up, it doesn't look natural. So that's why I like sometimes to take them apart, and that kind of gives an irregular movement to your centerpiece. So you can see here I have the pumpkin that's loose, and then the leaves on either side. Now I also added some antlers on either side. Those are from Christmas. And I also added some of these really cute from Hobby Lobby, these burlap leaves. They kind of, again, tie in the table runner. I also added just a few, you barely see them, blue leaves from Dollar Tree, just to kind of reiterate that blue. And I don't know if you saw them, but those are the cute little tiny foxes from Dollar Tree for $1, but I did repaint them. They were kind of black on their chest, and they didn't have eyes. So I gave them some eyes. But that makes a really cute, interesting tablescape. And adding the little animals, it's always a conversation starter, and you could again have some on the other side of the table also. So how do I tie this into this? Again, those are the same colors in the pumpkin plate. However, so I have my burlap table runner. I have my everyday woven mats, melamine kind of beige, vintage, rustic looking plate. I've picked kind of that, it's between a sagey green and a blue, kind of a grade blue napkin, just to tie in with all the pastel colors. And then there's that pumpkin plate. And these are my faux ivory flatware and everyday glasses. And I think this makes a really pretty, natural, muted tone tablescape that would be great for, you know, any type of meal. I hope you love this, and stay tuned for my next one. Welcome to my next tablescape for fall. This one I wanted to keep very neutral, but bring in some darker tones. I started with this dark charger here, wood charger. And so when I did my centerpiece, I brought in some dark tones in the pine cones. But let me show you the centerpiece first. So the centerpiece is made up from this bush from Hobby Lobby. It's got like dried pods in it and this wheat pieces and kind of green tones. And I put a bush laying across here, and then the other bush I cut apart and kind of spread it off to the sides. I added some of my eucalyptus, all from Hobby Lobby, and then I added some white pumpkins. Remember, you can buy pumpkins anywhere and just paint them white, and some white painted antlers at both sides also. I added some little acorns, and again, for the kind of pop of the dark color, the pine cones did it. They really bring out the dark wood here in my charger. So to bring the centerpiece over here to my place setting, I use the dark charger. These kind of, they're melamine plates, but they're very kind of vintagey looking. My tan napkin, and here's that napkin ring. Everybody goes nuts over this napkin ring. It's back in stock at Hobby Lobby. It's got like, I don't know, it's like a circle of olive leaves. And then I just stuck in some of these dried pods that were in the centerpiece. Again, you want to bring those same tones over here and a white pumpkin. And that way it looks really cohesive when you look at the whole table. My faux ivory silverware, everyday flatware. And you can see the table looks so neutral, but yet has a little bit more drama to it with the dark tones. All right, stay tuned for my next tablescape. Welcome to my third tablescape in my September fall series. So for the centerpiece, I have my spray with this kind of rust pumpkin going this way and going this way. I've added in my little foxes from Dollar Tree. Some flowers that are kind of faded. What color would that be? Kind of, they look like apple pie to me, these flowers right here. But they're like faded sunflowers. And then I added my feathers. So I added some feathers in yellow tones and orange tones here. And my tablecloth is Fabric by the Yard from Hobby Lobby. I wanted something different, and I just really like this kind of mustard and white gingham check. Now to pull the colors out of the centerpiece, in my place setting, I went with my raffia mat, a yellow melamine plate that kind of brings out the gold tones in the gingham check, my terracotta plastic plate, which brings in all these terracotta kind of rust colors, my beige napkin, and one of my handmade napkin rings. That's one of those burlap ones with the rope on it, all kind of frizzed out. I took one of the feathers and stuck it in here, and some little pods, seed pods in those kind of orangey tones. So it has color to it, but it's still very subdued and very muted. My faux ivory flatware, everyday glasses. But I think it's warm and beautiful and really adorable. All right, stay tuned for my next table, my fourth table. And this one I wanted to do in browns, creams, and blues. I started with this table runner. This is kind of my country French look that has French writing on it. And then it's got ruffle border in this little toile fabric, which I also made a bow for the pig. He's my little pig from the kitchen. He's brown and beige. And then I did some picks going this way. And then I did some pine cones for the brown tones. And then from Dollar Tree, those leaves that came in a bunch for $1, I broke them apart and put some of these blue leaves on just to give that brown, blue, and beige look. I just think it's so, so pretty. Very faded and very muted. Now, to repeat what's here, I again brought in the dark tones from the pig's face and also from the pine cones in the charger. I have these, again, antique beige plates. And then I picked a denim napkin because I felt it really went with these blue tones over here. And then added one of my homemade napkin rings that has burlap, a little bit of blue, and it's got the scraps from this toile fabric. And I thought, a lot of times when you do a very plain charger and plates, you can go all out with the napkin ring. It kind of sets it off. Now, I did make one other craft here. I took Dollar Tree Halloween pumpkins and a paper towel roll. And I put that same toile scraps from here on this little pumpkin, and I made a stem out of twine and paper leaves, and I put the person's name who's going to be sitting here. So it makes an adorable name card holder for your table. All right, I hope you love this. I hope you got truly inspired, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.